They say memory is like a house with too many rooms and no map. You think you know where you're going until you open the wrong door and find yourself back where it all started. My name is Mary Barrett. I was 8 years old when the cameras came to our house. Before the rituals, before the exorcisms, before the blood, before it all went wrong. Some of you might remember the reality show, The Possession. Sunday nights, a family torn apart by supernatural forces, televised for entertainment. But that wasn't the whole story. Not even close. What I'm going to tell you now, no studio filtered it. No priest edited it. And no one has heard it this way before. We lived in Beverly, Massachusetts. A 2-story colonial with peeling paint and a crooked front step. Mom worked as a bank teller. Dad had been laid off and was slowly unraveling. He found God somewhere in that joblessness. A church that believed in spiritual warfare, deliverance, demons. My sister Marjorie was 14. Brilliant, funny, protective. Until the voices started. It began small. She'd whisper in the dark, talk to shadows. Her drawings got darker. She told stories about ancient gods and rituals she claimed she didn't remember reading about. One night, she said something to me I still can't forget. "Mary, there's something inside me. It tells me what to say when no one else can hear. It makes me do things." And then she smiled, but not with her eyes. We tried therapy, psychiatry. Nothing helped. The doctors said schizophrenia, but the meds didn't work. Or maybe Marjorie made it seem like they didn't. That's the thing. She was always in control, and never in control. Dad turned to Father Wanderley, a young priest who looked like he'd stepped out of a movie. He spoke of exorcism like it was surgery. Precise, necessary, dangerous. But we couldn't afford it. That's when the TV producers came. A reality show. They wanted to document the possession, the rituals, the unraveling. They offered money, enough to keep the house, enough to make Mom cry. And so we let the world in. The Possession aired for 6 weeks. Millions watched. We were ratings gold. A real-life exorcism, unfolding in a crumbling suburban home. Marjorie played her part, maybe too well. She levitated once. At least, the footage made it look like she did. She vomited red, screamed in ancient tongues. She mocked the priest. She told secrets about the crew members that no one could have known. They said it was proof of evil, of something darker. But late at night, when the cameras were off, she'd sneak into my room and whisper, "It's all fake, Mary. I'm saving us. I'm in control." But then she'd cry herself to sleep, or stare into the dark corners, whispering apologies to something I couldn't see. The exorcism aired live. Father Wanderley read from scripture. The walls shook. Lights flickered. A camera shorted out. Marjorie screamed. She laughed. She convulsed. She bit through leather restraints and cursed in perfect Akkadian. And then, silence. She looked right into the lens. Right into me. And she said, "They made me do it, but I let them. Because it was the only way you'd be safe." That night, Father Wanderley was found dead in the rectory. Poisoned. A week later, Dad died in his sleep. Pills. The show was canceled. The footage buried. Marjorie was institutionalized. They said she had a break. That the trauma of the show pushed her too far. But here's the thing no one tells you. Trauma doesn't fade. It changes shape. I grew up. I left that house. But the story never left me. Journalists still ask. Podcasters call. Everyone wants to know, was it real? Was she possessed? I always give them the same answer. What does it matter? She's gone. They're all gone. But sometimes, I hear her. When the house creaks at night. When I wake up at 3:17 a.m. She whispers the same thing. It was never about me. It was always about you. Do you believe in possession? Or are we all just haunted by what we can't explain?